Alright, so you can see cows in the pasture. And then, yeah, this is the closest I could pretty much get to their temple, which looks really cool from the road. They got a fence way out here. Yeah, I pretty much can see the next city north of here. I don't know why I can't remember the name. Ephraim. I can't remember this city's name. The city south of Ephraim. Kind of an isolated house. They don't dare build on the tops of these mountains at all. Up a little way, but even right at the bottom, you get your best shade. I think that house. Where's the sunrise? Sunrise is on this side. Actually, they're not getting the most out of the sunset. You'd want to have your on this side of the mountains, I think. But yeah, you can see the city. It's all covered in trees. That's pretty cool. Those trees really need to be babied though. This is not natural. Not a natural area for those trees. I didn't realize there's such a ton of sheep. Those are sheep? Is that black one the dog? His head is down. Look at all those sheep. The field is covered. Then you got the cows over here. So yeah, over there. Those I can make out. The sheep were like, I thought they were bushes at first. Huh. See, it seems so much more different than the head frames you see in Butte. It's so much more different looking. They had different intentions, different purposes. It looks kind of new, and people gotta look down the shaft. Whoa, it's kind of deep. They put a fence up to stop people, but enough people pushed it down. Carrot juice and dill are a good combination. This area could be a spot I could kind of camp out in. It's next to the gas. It's not too much traffic. It's really a spectacular sight, but I really don't have anything to do out here. This stone looks like it's naturally formed. You can see the line where it's fallen down to. I think this is supposed to be rock from lava. Very unique. Got a lot of soft, smooth surface to it. Broken up at points. It almost looks like the surface of skin on some of these. Like this one right here. Seems almost like the surface of a skin. There's some shiny parts. Yeah, like, would it have sat up like this? Just kind of taken on the wrinkles of the lava flow as the lava slowly cooled down. It's a unique rock. Okay, just going to the library. Everything is closed. This looks like it's probably it. Just a lot of other buildings, county buildings. Yeah, since they bring so much activity here, the library probably wants to limit. Alright, clearly the bastards put on a lock, so it's impossible to get in. Alright, so without a Google map, I can't update it here. I'll walk around a little bit, but I'm gonna have to carry the GPS just for something. like these sidewalk challenges in Nebo. First I had to go through that tree. Now I get to walk on all these crab apples. Oh, yeah. Not too bad. Now I gotta hop on a four-wheeler. Now I get to go through these weeping willow while a dog barks at me. Oh wow, their tire got shredded. Here's a small town that still keeps its old prison, jail. I almost thought this was a museum, but maybe it's not. Right, not far from the jail, there's Daughters of the Utah Pioneers Museum. Somebody's spray painting something, it really smells. Alright, so a lot of old farm equipment, manure spreader. Those have a long life for some reason. I think manure might be a preservative. Yeah, there's another manure spreader. So they got all kinds of old stuff here. Oh, I was about to say I could just let myself... Oh, okay. Well, they really don't keep anything in here. Let's see if I can light up things. Yeah. Not much to it. Okay. Right, Daughters of the Utah Agriculture Equipment Museum. It's all outdoors, unless that building over there is something. I can't quite tell. A manure spreader, a different kind of manure spreader, another kind of manure spreader. There's a bigger manure spreader, a smaller manure spreader, a manure spreader to span over wider areas, a manure spreader to get specific spots. They got nice displays of manure spreaders. What about the manure like processing? Well, they got those too. That big machine in the back that'll process manure into better manure. Looks like they stitched the days because they're that concrete. They got a sewer, or whatever they call them, cross stitch. They cross stitch the days for the food bank. This is good advertising for Bert's Auto Body and Glass. Painting. Killed the deer. I've never seen a cut-up tree that looks like a three-headed hydra. I'd zoom in, but there's just a few too many people around. All this rain, I think that mountain got snow-capped. There's nowhere to go for internet in this city. I gotta get out of here. They got everything locked down and secured. Judicial system, library, the government buildings, everything. You're all locked out. Printer in the back seat. Some people need to have pets in their cars. I like having an edible plant. This one is a mint. And this sucker gets very thirsty very easily. You cannot let it go without water for a second. Alright, so I got a orientation at this Wendy's here. Took a lot longer than it should have because this internet cuts out and it's slow. I had to keep restarting my Wi-Fi connection. That happens sometimes. There's some businesses with bad modems or wiring or something. I think I'd like to go to Ephraim. There's a Walmart there. It's about 30 miles. And I think I go through some mountains. Sort of. I was a little nervous. I saw white. I thought I was going up to the tops of mountains, but it might be just sandy faces. What is that thing? I've never seen it before. Some bulldog tried to get me out here. Not this time. Alright, here's a little musical performance. Just a chain and a tube. Fire department saying that the fire danger is high today. You know, I like to think of graveyards as being a nice walk-through type of an area, but that's not always the case. Sometimes they only have one entrance. This one only has one entrance. Oh wait, here's the other entrance. So I'm gonna walk from Walmart to the library. It's 1.2 miles. And I didn't see any good parking on the map. I want to get on there on foot to evaluate parking. Snow College. Just the name alone sells itself. Seems like I'm kind of downtown. Yeah, City Hall's just across. Yeah, right there. And I don't see any regulation against parking. So then I could just park on the side of the street all day. Yeah, so this is the library. It looks like an old Carnegie style. Who knows? Sign over here to read. It's like some kind of a doghouse. But you can park on the side of the street now for unregulated. There's not going to be any parking enforcement. I don't think I want to park on the side of this street though. Indian massacre here? Is that readable? Wow. The Indians massacred the cattle herders and they took all their cattle around this area. Yeah, I would look for parking on the rear side of this. The library is a temple of learning. It says Bishop Storehouse, and now it's a Lions meeting place. And this was Ephraim Co-op? The granary? An old granary turns to Granary Arts. Huh. Alright, we're walking around to the back side. I see they got some... I'm seeing this string of lights rocking, and I get the impression that maybe it was because of a bird, but maybe not. Because there's also a car back here. Yeah, I think they picked these up and moved them. 2 stories. What the heck? How do you get to the second story? Oh yeah, that's a granary for sure. I don't know how you get to the second story though. Ephraim has been a popular spot for some reason. The Indians tried to drive the white settlers out. The white settlers decide to make a fort in the area because they like it that much. Indians were never given an Indian reservation around here. So there's something special about this place. Very faded here, but it says Utah State University, Turkey Research Center, Utah Agricultural Experiment Station, Utah Cooperative Extension Service. And there... Oh wow, there's students out there right now. It looks set up for turkeys, but I guess they drove the turkeys out. Alright, so this is a ranger station. It says it's open right now. Oh my god. I don't need to go in. Huh. I just wanted to read the outside. Manti Lassell National Forest. Alright, it doesn't really look like anything worth reading. Trip through time. The cemetery board. How'd you like to be on that?